And away we go.
All right, so what's been going on lately with you?
Well, not much. Just chilling, did something now and then, and yeah, that's pretty much my day so far.
Yeah, honestly, same here. My day hasn't really been that eventful. Yeah, no, it hasn't really been that eventful. I mean, for the most part. Yeah, no, nothing has really happened to me today. I was gonna go to the gym today, but then I just changed my mind. I was like, you know what, the week is almost over. I might as well just stay home.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, but what's in the news?
A lot of things, really.
All right, so what's going on? Breaking news. You sent something in the chat. Breaking news. I didn't really get to watch that video. What's it about?
Okay, alright, so, this councilwoman that represents the Green Party of Switzerland. Now, you would think she was at a shooting range. However, she was in a building, and there was like a historical painting of Virgin Mary and baby Jesus. She had a gun with her, and she was shooting at the Virgin Mary and baby Jesus painting as if it was a target.
Bro, what is with people, bro? What did Jesus do to you? It's like,
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
what did Jesus ever do to you? To like, make you shoot a painting to shoot a painting of him.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Hold on. Muslim, okay, she's a Muslim politician. That explains it. She's a Muslim politician who serves the Green Party, and she shot at a photo of baby Jesus. Isn't Jesus supposed to be one of her prophets?
I guess so.
And it's like in the Quran, it's like Jesus is a prophet. I haven't read the Quran. I haven't read the Quran, but all I know is like a lot of Muslims say like that's a prophet. That's one of God's prophets. It's like, bro, is she so mad at like Christians that like you decide to shoot at one of your prophets and our Lord and our God?
That's one possibility.
I mean, like, bro, what did we ever do to you? But
I barely know the woman.
yeah, but at the end of the day, it's pretty expected. Not of a, I wouldn't say it's expected of like a Muslim, but like just the what does Risk say? The extremist Muslims? Yeah, it's expected.
Yeah, yeah, it's extremes in general that are the problem.
Yeah, yeah, and for the most part, it's expected. I mean, it's like, but no one's gonna talk. But no one's gonna talk about it. No one's gonna say anything. And if somebody does say something about it, then like then cool. Just prove me wrong.
Yeah, I'll give them a chance to do
Yeah.
so.
Then just explain yourself. What? And like as for the Muslim politician, explain yourself. Like why did you shoot at a photo of like one of your most well known prophets and my Lord? It's like it's like, bro, she's just mad like the Christian faith for some odd reason, man. It's like, but if we were to shoot at a photo of Muhammad, if there are any photos of Muhammad, then bro, it's like they'd go ballistic.
Yeah, they would go ballistic.
Like all I'm gonna say is this, bro. Muhammad is there. I would say Muhammad is what Jesus is to us. They don't say he is, but with their like the way they like express like the way they get offended when people like say something bad about him. It might as well be their Jesus. Muhammad might as well be their form of Jesus.
Yes, they are going to get defensive about that.
Yeah, it's like I said this to one person at one time. It's like, bro, they defend Muhammad more than they defend their God. The thing is, I don't even know who or what their God is. Like they say Allah, but that just means God in Arabic. But it's like, who is your God? What's your God's name? I know my God's name. Like what's your God's name? It's like because you could be worshiping anybody. Anybody could be Allah to them.
Good point.
Yeah, but it is what it is, though. I mean, But I'll just say this, man. I hope she's well. I hope she sees the errors of her ways, and may God be with her, the real God be with her, and not any other false God. But anyways, what else is in the news?
I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw a photo of Jeremy Corbyn and Julian Assange.
Huh? Okay. If you know, you know. Like what is that? What is that? What did you mean by that?
Well, okay, so there's a lot of history with Julian Assange. He's a journalist, and many decades ago, he was writing a news article. I can't remember what, but I do know that the reason why Julian Assange was held in prison somewhere around the world. Like he was wanted by a lot of high authorities because he was exposing classified information about the US government that if people found out, they would be furious. They would be calling out on that government. Like, why are you doing this? You can't be doing that. You're abusing your power for your own beneficial gain.
I mean, yeah, it's like, for the most part, it's like, the government is doing like, a bunch of like, sketchy things behind our backs. And if we were to truly find out about it, people would go berserk. Because it's like, ultimately speaking, it's like, people, there are some people, there are two groups of people. Hold on. Sorry. There are two groups of people. The people who don't like being kept in the dark, and the people who probably know that there's something going on but prefer to be kept in the dark. And if it does ever come to light, they'll just ignore the situation because it does not affect because as long as it's not affecting their lives in any way, shape, or form in a negative way, it won't bother them in one bit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's never a problem to them until it gets into their lives. Then they will start to care.
exactly. So it's like, I would say like, I was probably part of that group of people like at one point where it's like, I just didn't really care about the situation, about any situation as long as it didn't affect me. And to an extent, there are still some situations that I don't care about because it's not affecting me. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's like I know eventually it will affect me, and it will come to bite me in the butt. So it's like I might as well care about it now and tell people about it now. So for the most part, even I can know it and other people can know it.
Yes,
So it's like for the most part, I would say for the most part, it's like you might as well just dang. I lost my train of thought for a minute. What was I saying before?
you were saying for the most part, and then you were gonna say something. Not sure what though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. Yeah, so people might as well know about the truth now, so it's like they're not surprised later. Like whether if I'm telling you, whether if you're telling them, whether if anybody else who is way bigger than us is telling them, they might as well know the truth now and prepare for it later down the line. Then know later when it's too late.
Yeah, very true.
And for the most part, I'd say there's a lot of things we still don't know. There's a lot of things that are still being kept in the dark for us, but from us. But it's as long I say like as long as we're remaining diligent, and as long as we're still going, and as long as we're still just pretty much on high alert, nothing will really surprise us. Like for instance, there are some things that don't even surprise me anymore. Like have you felt that way lately?
Yeah, I have felt like that at some point in my life.
Yeah, it's like, cause it's like I'm not gonna lie. At first, when we first got started talking about this stuff, it's like, okay, wow, this is crazy. But it's like now, it's like for me, it's like okay, I kind of knew this was gonna happen. I'm to a point where it's like I care about it, but it's like I don't care about it enough to freak out about it. It's either that, or it's like already, I already like knew it was gonna happen, and I'm like, all right. I care about it, but it's like I don't care about it enough to pretend I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Indeed.
But for the most part, I'd say like may God be with most people. May God be with the people who may God be with like the people who well still don't know the truth and still don't really know what to do with their lives, or just simply don't know how to simply I would put it simply comprehend with like the truth.
Yes,
But
I'd say the same.
yeah, like but for the most part. In other news, I said nothing happened to me this week, or at least today, but something did happen to me a couple days ago. It's like the Democratic Party reached out to me like a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, they referred to me as Eric. Referred to me as Erica, and I'm going to let that slide because I'm pretty sure a woman before me had this number, and they were calling her Erica. And when I got this message, I'm like, I mean, they offered like me like a voluntary like position on the phone banking team to like I guess reach out to more people to help vote for like to help vote Kamala in office. And yeah, and it's like I'm like, bro. And I was really thinking about it. At first, I was probably gonna do it if they were gonna pay me, but at the same time, I was like, Yeah, I don't really care if Kamala gets in office. It's like I said, I am gonna wish her the best of luck, but I'm not gonna help her get into office. But like the very fact that they're doing this year, I don't think they have ever done this at all. If I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, that is strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange that just the Democratic Party would the Democratic team would reach out to me specifically and say, hey, would you like to join this team and volunteer to help more people vote for Kamala Harris? And I'm just saying, and I just said in my mind, yeah, she's losing. She's losing.
Yeah, it has gotten to that point that according to polls and especially on Polymarket, numbers show now, although it is not guaranteed yet, the numbers show that Trump is a strong odd favorite to win the election. And after seeing numbers like that, the Democrats would be in panic mode. They will do what they can to the best of their ability, efficiently and effectively spend the money and resources for marketing, promotion, and spreading the word, say, vote for Kamala, to provide this policy or that policy, etc. Although many people would argue she's currently the vice president, and if it was ever time that Biden, which there has been times Biden was absent from the Oval Office, Kamala could actually sign those policies for herself at any point during the 3.5 years.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And for the most part, I'm not gonna lie. I saw this one video. I didn't watch it yet, but it was from this. It was from Myron Gaines from this the Fresh and Fit podcast. He tweeted, "Harris sucks so bad that she needs Obama to help her campaign."
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, dang, bro. It's like, dang, that's just sad. It's like that's just sad, bro. It's like the Democratic team is not only reaching out to people, but they're like relying on Obama to help her campaign out. That's just sad.
God, Puma's cheap.
It's like, yo, Rich, we were just talking about when the Democratic team reached out to me yesterday.
They're full of leftists. And they're psychos. They're innocent people, right? And they got innocent people wrapped up in this shit, right? The Democrats are psychos, right? There's ordinary Democrats that just don't like Trump's policies, right? But are voting for the guy, right? But they don't know about the fucking... They either don't know or they're ignorant to the fact that how extreme some of these leftists are.
Yeah, I mean, the guy I talked to,
This guy, the guy you talk to seems like an ordinary person, right? But again, there are some extreme leftists. There are people, extreme people, and that
yeah,
party's full of them.
yeah. The guy I talked to used to be like a Republican too.
Why? Because he will. Why did he just environment of Trump?
I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, let me go back to the message and he said the Republicans abandonment of their former ideas in service to what I see as a cult of personality, and with their
What did they abandon? What ideas did they abandon? The fact that they want to put America first.
I have no idea. I didn't ask him
They
that.
want to focus on. Don't get me wrong. Like the country needs him, right? Love or hate him, I don't think. I think he's the only guy that'll get America out of war.
Bro, yo, every time I text someone, bro, why do they leave me on red?
Because they're useless. There's not many people that talk. Sure, unless you're fucking really handsome, you're worth fucking millions. They're not gonna fucking give you the fucking light of day.
But the thing is, bro, she matched up with me.
The thing is, though, women don't want to date Eric. They simply just want a man to be rich, right? And then hope she'll fucking carry the problems. She never wants to fucking. None of these hoes want to actually be wives. They all talk about getting married, but they don't want to be married. They want to fucking be a whore. Hoes. They want a ho. They want shag, any fucking bloke, right? Women will say, "Oh, they don't want to I don't want to marry you," right? And then a couple of months later, right? I don't want to date you, and then I'm not. They'll say, "I'm not seeing anybody," right? That's just a way of saying I'm not interested, right? But then a couple of years later, a couple of months later, she dates the fucking the most weirdest freaking evil person you could possibly meet, simply just because he's good looking. Women are useless. Some standards, they have low standards.
Can argue with that. I still have hope. I still see hope in
Nike
someone.
supposedly believes that women are stronger than Alexander the Great.
Wait, what? You said people believe that women are stronger than Alexander the Great?
Dyke, but
You there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, but you said something about Alexander the Great.
yeah, supposedly women that supposedly the ad was basically saying that women how effectively basically an ad promoted by Nike saying effectively how women are stronger than Alexander the Great.
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I'm
They're
just,
not
I,
strong.
I'm just glad.
Alexander the Great is one of the biggest conquestors of them all. He
Yeah,
fucking
but
destroyed the Persians, a big nation.
hey, I'm just glad I'm just glad I'm talking to a nice girl anyways, bro. It's like I'm not. But I'm just wondering.
Isn't
It's
just
like
one.
I ask these girls simple questions, bro, and it's like they leave me on red. I don't really act like I don't really act like I'm interested. It's like, bro, I just ask them simple questions to see if they would answer it.
It happens.
Yeah,
It happens. Get over it.
yeah, that's true.
Here's the ad.
The ad?
Discord.
Oh,
The army recruit ad.
No, the one that effectively ad Nike's freaking.
let me guess. Is it anti-white ad?
No, it's basically saying how they're.
Oh, this is about Alexander the Great. Is it?
No, it's not about Alexander the Great.
No, I'm
Oh,
mocking.
got you.
In fact, why would you even mention that?
Mention what?
I'm sorry, a bunch of black
Wait,
bull dykes dribbling
What
basketballs
even
don't
the ad's about?
hold a candle to Alexander the Great. They're basically comparing themselves to Alexander the Great, one of the biggest conquestors.
wait, hold on. So this is a pro-woman of color ad?
Yes. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not
Again,
gonna.
they're racist. Focus on people that are focused on the best talent. Why are you focusing on...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, like,
Why?
I might have to stop wearing. I might have to stop wearing Nikes now. I mean, I'll be honest.
Oh boy.
I'm kind of shifting away from branded shoes, anyways, bros. Like, cause like, they're just shoes. As long as they look nice to me, I don't really care.
Fair enough.
I wear often. No.
I still wear shoes, but I basically wear cheap shoes. I
Yeah,
wear semi-cheap boomers. And
yeah. I'm not gonna.
I only wear them because I promote because I have shares in Puma.
I might go back to wearing Skechers. That's how real it is, bro.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like I
always
might.
Slazenger. They're always a good brand.
Yeah,
The New
because it's like
Balance.
the last time I wore Skechers was like it was in middle school, and I might go back to it. Shoot, it's Skechers are cool now. I
This is
wore
how
them.
the ADL. This is how
I
the
wore them.
ADL. The last time I checked, the Anti-Defamation League was a Jewish lobbying firm, right? You would expect them to freaking most Jews ain't black.
You said
Well, I
most.
can't argue with that.
You said most Jews ain't black.
No.
I think
Well, the
there's a
ones that
rap.
are left, right? Israel forced them to fucking euthanize themselves so they can't have children. That's an exception for allowing them to come to Israel.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I think there's a rapper going around saying like, black people are the real Jews. I forgot the
Maybe a
rapper's.
long time ago. But it wouldn't surprise me. They steal a lot of people. Steal a lot of people's identity. If I'm being honest with you, I think the Scottish population and the English population is predominantly made out of Jewish people. I think whatever was left, right? You know, whatever was left from World War II, right? The Jews have been in this country for so long, right? Thousands of years, right? Tens of thousands of years, right? Or thousands of years, right? The fact
Right.
is, like, after World War I and World War II, right, I think all the British people were murdered through war, right? And all the leftover people, they were Jewish. Or they were just crossbreeds. I believe before World War I and before that, right, they were all freaking... Because Jews have been in this country for, like, fucking decades. And even when they were kicked out of England, right, there were still fucking tons of them in Scotland. We never got rid of them. We always allowed them to, and then once it wasn't, then we took them. They were allowed to come back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It would be cool. It would be pretty cool to see, like, a black person who happens to be Jewish. That would be cool to see.
The mystery of Argentina's gold. Malay admits that it was transferred abroad without specifying the quantities or destination. Where do you think all that Jew went? It didn't go to America. Trust me, it went to the Bank of England of the UK. I can guarantee you that gold did not go to that gold did not go to America. That gold went to Georgia Maloney. She's a badass. She's a good role model for young women out there. Georgia Maloney. Guess what she did?
What should you do?
Expels Pakistani Aman Safuya Khan from Italy for promoting Islamic terrorism. Tough decision by Giorgia Maloney. Radical Zakir will now have to return to his home country, Pakistan. Living in Italy, Zakir Khan was abusing and threatening Italians, Americans, Germans, French people for supporting Israel.
Alright then.
No to the creation of new mosques. Register for imams. Sermons must be in Italian. Who funds your mosques? She's a badass. If only if Starmer could take notes.
I don't think they will.
Don't think they will what?
I don't think they will. I don't think he would take notes on that.
Yeah,
Of course he wouldn't. He's a fucking the guy's a fucking codger. As soon as we can get that freaking bastard out of the current country, the better. Great world, it's a shame how disrespectful PM Viktor Orban was treated in the European Parliament this week. Hungary has zero illegal immigration, family values are truly honoured, women are nowhere safer than on the streets of Budapest, and national sovereignty is defended vigorously. They hate Orban, not because he's wrong, but because he's right. Oh, little fucking cunt. Little codger, committing crimes, trying to force himself into a woman's vehicle in London. Why do you want to know why? I want to know why I like Reform UK. Motor policies. Cancel all low emission zones and low traffic neighbourhoods. Abandon the 2030 petrol and diesel car ban. Cut fuel duty by 20 pence. Scrap HS2 within 100 days. Remove electric car manufacturing requirements. Reverse the UK's net zero targets and related subsidies. Issue North Sea gas and oil exploration licenses. Now, who do you think would love this policy?
I wouldn't know.
I think BP, and Shell would love it. Well, they can make more oil in the oil and gas sector.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's pretty fair.
I think we need to get rid of the low. Have you guys got something called ULEZ zones in America? They're effectively low emission zones where effectively we cannot drive our cars, right? And they're used a way to basically control population. They've got them in certain cities, in my opinion, which I think are awful. So what else is there?
I've seen an army recruitment ads from around the world, and
For
the
who?
comments. Many countries such as Germany, Turkey, Serbia, China, Russia, Brazil, and even the United States.
And what are they saying?
Okay, the comments are.
Fuck no.
I cut-
Fuck off.
Look, hear me out. So, one comment says, Turkey, the human side of a soldier. Russia, we are war machines. Brazil, a united people that respects its past forms a strong army. Serbia says, soldiers have normal lives. Italy, the army is part of society. China, we are many and we are forged with fire. Germany, we are everywhere. We are united. United States of America. Today we're going to talk about what it's like to have two mothers.
Yep. Who owns OnlyFans?
What?
Leonid Radvinsky, Jewish. Who owns Pornhub? Rabbi Solomon Friedman. Who founded Tinder? Cian Rad, Jewish. Who founded Grindr? Joel Sinkai. Who founded Bumble? Whitney Wolf Herd, Jewish.
Wait, is that Grinder? Hey, wait, is Grinder the gay site?
Yes, so it was founded by a Jew. Not surprising.
Alright, you were saying.
Have you checked Jacob's ethnicity? He might be a Jew.
Alright,
Possibly.
why is there two women jumping in the water fully? Never mind. I'm gonna skip that.
Not move.
Yeah.
I don't want to know that either.
Here we go again. The cokehead of Kiev. That's actually quite an interesting name for him. The cokehead of Kiev is in Downing Street for a few more billion quids. But we cannot afford. Did I tell you about all the money we give to these cunts? These illegals.
Apparently a lot, I think.
We pay their food, we give them free phone, free healthcare. If their kids come here, we give them free education. If they want to launch an asylum claim here, we have to pay for it. We also give them 50 quid a week, spent pocket money. We give them free housing, free board and accommodation. We put them up in hotels if we can't afford. If we don't have any hotels, we give them a house or a local flat. If you can't afford, they don't have to pay the TV license, the teletax either. By the way, and supposedly they're not allowed to. They were angry about the Bibby Stockholm, even though, quite honestly, the Bibby Stockholm, if we're being honest, was better than some better accommodation than what most fucking Brits get in every single day. You get you get Rice Krispie cereal. You get a decent bed. You have enough time to play pool. A free resort. We pay too much.
Yeah, I 100% agree. So, John May, is there anything else in the news?
Yeah, it mentioned that the odds for Trump winning the election has gone up so much that the Democrats are doing all they can to put all the money and resources into promotion, marketing, and spreading the word to tell people to vote for Kamala.
Nobody wants Kamala. This is illegal in France. He attempted to cross the channel to England on Saturday via a dinghy. The next break and wherever we'll see him attempt to cross again. If successful, he will claim asylum, be put in a hotel, and be allowed to walk amongst us. Every day, their country is becoming unsafer. When will this government call a national emergency? Britain is broken. He looks like a criminal as well.
Sorry, I'll be right back, guys. I'm helping my mom out.
Alright, well, this is shocking. Is there risk?
Yes.
Yeah, so I came across a video on Instagram Reels. There are a couple of women talking to what they thought at first was a kid, turned out to be a grown lad in his mid or early mid-20s. And he asked, why would you say that to a kid? Here's the audio for that.
Is this right?
Hold on.
Is this right?
Yeah?
Why would you say that to a kid? What? Why would you see a kid and say that? Because it looked like he was like 9. Why would you say that to a 9-year-old? Wow, that's sad.
If you didn't hear what they said the first time when they thought it was a kid, she said, would you butt fuck her? To a kid. That's why he said, why would you say that to a kid?
I've got to ask you guys: do you think the elite hunt humans?
Why would they?
Sport, fun of it.
If they saw some value into it, they would. But
No, they
otherwise,
just do it for sheer pleasure. The elites, very powerful people of the Illuminati, Rothschild human hunting parties. Listen to what she has to say. Again, it wouldn't surprise me. The elites are that powerful, right? They had a game. You think seriously, guys? You heard of Squid Game, right?
yeah, I've heard of Squid Game.
You don't think that shit like that doesn't happen in real life? It does.
You know, you're right. You do have a good point.
They like to bring things from the past, but things that looks like you can't think of something like that has to be happening, right? Because literally, be realistic. There are people that are very wealthy. They don't have a lot of money to spend, and they want entertainment. Maybe it is
They do.
watching. Maybe they love watching people, idiots, freaking torture themselves just for a bunch of money.
Sadly, yes. And this not just happened in real life. It has happened to us at some point in our lives, and we just didn't know it.
The only thing is, this is people that are literally on the verge of bankruptcy, right? Their lives are fucked up, right? And then they literally get the calling cards. They have recruiters. You don't think of a story like that unless it's actually happened in real life, right? There's a lot of stuff that happens in real life, right? That gets put into movies, like The Matrix. The Matrix. What's the Matrix movies about?
It's about the fact that we're in some kind of simulation and not everything what it seems to be.
It's the fact that we're literally in a control system, right? We are following someone else's design, someone else's plan. We live in a world where we think that we have power when we really are not. We are being controlled by benign forces. Some that might want to do us harm, some that might want to be our friends. I'll let you be the ones to choose. No matter what pill you take, red pill or blue pill, you will not be able to escape them. They're too powerful. So what else is there?
Oh, I came across an Instagram reel about where millionaires hide their money.
Well, I could tell you that for fucking facts. I know exactly
go
where
ahead.
they hide their money. Well, most of the money, you want to know where most of the world's wealth is? It's in
Central
Guernsey.
banks.
It's in Guernsey.
Oh, okay.
In trusts. In Guernsey. Trust. In Guernsey and Jersey, we have certain... It's in the UK government. It's in the UK, right? Most of the money, right? 90 to 50 trillion is in the UK government. Is in Guernsey. Most of the world's wealth is in Guernsey or Jersey. In the UK. Because in the UK, we allow a certain type of structure, right? Tax structure, right? Which effectively allows people to shield their assets without having to give a name. And so they can effectively create certain types of certain kinds of trust where they don't have to give their name. They don't have to give barely any details about themselves, right? So they can be anonymous. And this is where the rich people hide their money. There are probably royals. I wouldn't be surprised if King Charles or some of the very high aristocratic nobility or very powerful bankers. If you're an average day Joe, right, they're going to just tell you, fuck off. But if you are a very powerful person, be a baroness, a baron, a count, a viscount, nobility from other countries in Europe, or even powerful executives or CEOs, you will effectively get it.
Have you seen the picture with Jeremy Corbyn and Julian Assange?
All right, I'm back. What are we talking about?
We're talking to Risk about the picture with Jeremy Corbyn and Julian Assange.
Oh yeah, right. Have you seen that picture?
Yeah.
Tell them about it, Jame.
So, you know the history of Julian Assange, that he was a
Yes,
journalist.
he exposed that he helped break the story about Vietnam and with Edward Snowden. Snowden fled to Russia, and Assange was held. Effectively, he claimed freaking asylum in Ecuador or something like that, until Ecuador backfired, till Ecuador basically caved, and basically sent him to Britain, right? And he's been held in British prison for fucking decades, or at least a decade. Now, because it was 2013, 2014, around about that time. 2015. England will not only not be able to tame Bolshevism, but its own development will be inevitably follow the course of its degenerate disease. Democracies will not be able to get rid of the spirits that they themselves have summoned from the steppes of Asia. All the small European nations that capitulated in one reliance on Allied promises are heading for total extinction. Where this fate is believed them all little sooner or a little later is completely irrelevant. It's exclusively tactical consideration that causes the Kremlin Jews to proceed immediately with brutality in one case, and that little more cautiously in another. The end will always be the same. He means the steppes of Asia. By the steppes of Asia, he means Russia, because effectively Russia and its territory, right? Because effectively, the steppes are effectively Russian territory, right? So he's effectively saying the Jews of Russia, or the Jews of Moscow, right?
Dang, this is sad.
What?
Young Philly.
What happened to him?
Okay, so young Philly was going on a nightclub tour around Australia. By the time he finished his tour around Australia, he was arrested on sexual assault and battery. But I know SA was mentioned somewhere. He was granted a bail of 122 US with conditions that require him to stay in Western Australia until his court appearance in December. He must also report to the police 3 times a week. Dang. That's wild.
A Muslim Christian man about the Crusades in the Middle East. Before the Crusade, Islam has invaded the Christian lands of Syria, Jordan, Egypt, Algeria, Libya, Morocco, Spain, Portugal, Turkey, and was trying to conquer Europe. Another Muslim asked about the European slave trade. The Islamic slave trade has existed for centuries before European slave trade, and for both Africa and Europe, and it never really ended. Your Prophet Muhammad was a slave trader.
We're talking about Islam?
Eventually, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen
Rule
certain things.
Britannia. These people are These people are effectively saying the chant "Rule Britannia."
I've seen certain like people call out like Islam for being racist, but I'm not even 100% sure, which is why I'm not saying anything
It's
about
not racist to that extent, but it is an imposing religion that does not hold any concern or any portent for literally what other religions or other people. It is a religion that wants to conquer all.
You know?
Jacob Rees-Mogg should have fucking stayed. I seriously think the conservatives did a fucking this guy injustice. Jacob Rees-Mogg, love or hate him, the guy was a fucking true conservative. If he was still around, he would have moved reform.
What else in the news? Let's see. The DNC? No, don't care. Ancient aliens.
Ancient aliens?
What the fuck?
What happened, Rick?
Whoa.
We're burning trees from North Korea, Afghanistan to go green, all while shunning British jobs in oil and gas here at home. Can't you see how absolutely mental and nationally destructive net zero is? Anger at UK bonkers plans to reach net zero by imposing fuel from importing Korea.
Wow, we're saving the planet.
By freaking helping support terrorists.
It doesn't matter, Risk. The planet is more important than that.
Fuck that. You want to allow guys like Kim Jong-un more money so he can buy his little tiny rockets and hire mercenaries.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un is the GOAT.
Hell yeah.
Fucking hell, America's fucking idiots.
Like Kim is
The P. Diddy lists include names linked to the pharmaceutical industry.
Wait, you said what?
The P. Diddy lists include names linked to the pharmaceutical industry.
What are the names?
That's what I'm trying to see.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, he did. He did some things back. Apparently he's involved. He might be involved in the murder of Michael Jackson.
Possibly.
Yeah, because like
People
Michael Jackson,
want Peter really lists the names of politicians and royalty. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Naomi Campbell, Mary J. Blige, Leonardo DiCaprio, Usher, Serena Williams, David Beckham, Victoria Beckham, Will Smith, Jade Pinkett Smith, Chris Brown, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, Tyler the Creator, Megan Thee Stallion,
not gonna lie, I heard Jay-Z fled the country.
Rihanna, Mariah Carey, Pharrell Williams, Paris Hilton, Justin Bieber, 50 Cent. Paris Hilton, related to the Rothschilds. Justin Bieber, 50 Cent, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, Lil Kim, Drake, Snoopy Dogg, Alice Keys, Post Malone, Travis Scott, Ellen DeGeneres, Kevin Hart, Jamie Foxx, Oprah Winfrey, Quincy Jones, DJ Khaled, Lenny Kravitz, Madonna, and A$AP Rocky.
Yeah. All the celebrity, all these idols are falling. They're falling before our very eyes, bro. Sooner or later. Also, I'm not gonna lie, Kanye West is kind of a surprise, but it is what it is.
It was what it was.
That's true. I mean, I wish them nothing but the best, but ultimately speaking, bro, they're all gonna fall. They're all falling before our very eyes, actually.
They are getting what they're getting.
And Jay-Z, I heard he fled the country.
Yeah, I wonder why. Very interesting.
It's because they
Kamala
would link.
Harris, U.S. Vice President.
It's because they would link him back to this whole.
Stacey Abrams, Charlie Ranger, former U.S. Congressman Maxine Walters, Ronna Emanuel from Mayor of Chicago, Michael Bloomberg, Eric Adams, John Kerry, Daniel Patrick, Meat Mills, Naomi Nigel, Haley Bieber, Jaden Smith, Prince Harry, Prince Beatrice of York, Princess Eugenie of York, Princess Charlotte Cascarigi of Monaco.
Anyways, wow, that's a lot of people. But for the most part,
Especially the monarchs of York.
Yeah.
I never thought that would
Chris
be the
Rock,
day.
there's 10 missing. So Eva Lajuna, Pharrell Williams, Lewis Hamilton, Joe Jonas, Sofia Viagra, Shakira, Demi Lovato, John Legend, Sherry Teigen, Nick Jonas, Charles Form.
all right. Well, John Legend is he's dead, so he's
When
not.
did John Legend die?
I think he died somewhere in the 90s, didn't he?
John Legend.
John
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah, John Legend. He died somewhere in the 90s, didn't he? Hold on.
I think he's still alive, isn't he? John
What?
Legend?
He's still alive?
I must be thinking about someone else.
He must be.
What was his song in 2009 for then?
Well, hold on.
Justin Timberlake, Gigi Hadid, Bella Hadid, Zoe Kravitz, Diplo, Offset, Sweetney, Kendrick Lamar, and Lizzo.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I'm thinking of. Dang, who am I thinking of? I think it's a guy from the Beatles or something. I'm not sure.
It might be.
Yeah, it'll probably come to me eventually, but I don't know who I'm thinking of. Wait, I think the guy's name is John though. But
Which one though?
hold on. What's the most famous John other than John Cena?
Search on famous birthdays. You can find a famous John somewhere.
All right, hold on. I'm thinking of someone.
Yes, you
Ask
sure
Lewis
are.
Hamilton why he's on P. Diddy's list.
Alright then.
Serena Williams,
Blimey.
Mark Wahlberg, Kim Kardashian.
Okay, that was expected. Kind of.
Why? We still haven't heard anything about Epstein, have we?
Oh, wait. Yo, mate, I'm thinking of John Lennon. I was thinking of John Lennon.
Oh yeah, from the Beatles. That makes sense.
Okay, yeah, okay. I was thinking of John Lennon. Yeah, 1940. Wow, 1940 to 1980. How old would he be now? Like somewhere near 100, if my math is correct.
I'm thinking his 80s or 90s. Not
What is
quite
with
to his
all
100
these
yet.
people wanting to fucking turn this country to Sharia law?
Who wants to?
All these fucking cunts that moved to the UK. Fuck off. We don't want your Sharia law. Fuck off.
I mean, bro, if Sharia law is so good, bro, why are you going to another country?
It's not. It's a religion that loves to fucking demean and demoralize women, right? I sometimes want women to fucking dress more modestly. Like some of the things that some of these young girls wear to their work, right? I question things.
Yeah.
Alas, did you really have to wear those tights that makes your ass look
Yeah, that's what I've been
Yeah, do
thinking.
you really have to wear that? Could you not wear a pair of fucking black trousers or something like that?
Or
Work trousers.
sweatpants. Sweatpants would be great.
Yeah, you're effectively wearing sweatpants. Like,
Yeah.
why? Why
Nah,
again? Do you again? I'm not going to question. Could you maybe wear something a little bit more appropriate? Maybe wear some black trousers, suit
it's like
trousers, or something like that. Again,
I'm not.
I don't want to dress. I don't want women to end up dressing themselves like a fucking nun.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie.
We are way past that. Like, do I want women to dress a little bit more modestly? Do I want them to have a little bit more self-respect for themselves? Yes. Do I want them to dress like a fucking nun from the fucking 1700s? No.
I'm not gonna lie. We live in such civil times.
Yeah, why do women have to dress? Yeah, why are women dressing like that?
Like sometimes I look at a woman and I'm like, bro, we live in such safe times that you're able to dress.
But we're not living in safe times. They have their phones in the back of their pocket as well. That's just asking to get your fucking nicked.
It's like it's like we live in such like safer times that like women can do that, and it's like wow.
Nowadays, they're not. Nowadays, they don't even realize how fucking good they have it. Especially sees well, you're important in the third world. These people don't care. They don't realize. These young ladies don't realize that in the next 5 to 10 years, you won't be able to wear that type of clothing because you will literally be sexually assaulted by these pedos. That's the fucking fact.
Yeah, and it's like I'm
Because
not
they'll
gonna.
goggle you. Even they've said in certain parts of London, women have said certain parts of London. I feel scared to go out because I feel like I'm going to be goggled by some fucking Indian guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
It would said that. But they've said that.
It would be a little sad if I see these women who are 50, 60, like in our generation, who's still dressing like that. I'm gonna be like, yo, where's your family at? You're still dressing like that, going to the club? I'd say it's even more sadder if a girl goes to the club.
Like, but it's just tights. Like, no, wear some suit trousers. Why are you trying to show off your ass?
I don't know.
Like,
I really
again,
have to.
I'm not trying again. I don't want them to end up like wearing a black like a nun.
Might as well be one.
Yeah,
Shoot,
because Sharia law comes in, you'll be dressing like a nun. The only difference is that people won't be able to see your face.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Women don't want that. Men don't want that.
If you have to hide your girl's face just because you can't get
Starting to question that maybe it's these people that hide their women's faces. Like, let's say that none of them. World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab brags about giving the Club of Rome the original architecture of the climate scam their first big platform. Going on to hint that global governance is the only solution to the non-existent climate crisis. Well, again, so what do you guys think about Tesla robots? Why the fuck would you want that in your society? Let's be real here. Can I tell you what these guys are thinking, right? I watched an earnings call, right? I watched the fucking shareholder presentation, right? You know the guy that fucking one of the lead guys at Tesla said, I cannot wait until we can replace all these people with robots.
Really?
Yeah, effectively said that on fucking platform. I can't wait until we replace a lot of these people with robots. Right? He gave a hint that to shareholders. That was a nod to shareholders, right? Guys like me. I don't exactly want it was never picked up on CNN. It was never picked on CNBC. It was never picked up. But it was a hint to shareholders. They do that sometimes. Effectively, this thing will effectively replace every single job. This event, what they stated is this will end. Their goal is to replace every single fucking worker they have with Tesla robot. I can guarantee you that's going to be internally, right? That's their goal. They're never going to say that publicly, but all their manual labor employees, they're going to be replaced with robots.
They are. I mean,
They are. And if Tesla's employees aren't unionized, right? And even if they are unionized, they'll find a way to get past that. Not only will you have the taxi people, you'll effectively be out of that job as well. Like, robots will replace everything, right? There's a guy pouring a drink, right? And it's the guy pouring a drink, right? It starts with basic tools like that, right? Until you become that, right? And then over time, it becomes maybe they can start lifting packages and then putting stuff on the stock floor, right? People that buy the McDonald's burgers aren't going to care who fucking makes it, as long as they freaking get their Big Mac. Same with the people that freaking stack the shelves. They're not going to care as long as they get their freaking food.
You know, speaking of which, you guys heard of the chicken Big Mac?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
It's big. Yes, it is. It's big in the UK. It originally came in the U8 from Muslim countries, right? That's one of the only things that the Muslim countries have brought decent things is the chicken Big Mac.
Wait, that's where it came from?
Yes. Muslims
Huh.
can't eat beef, mate.
I don't think Muslims can eat pork.
Yeah.
They tend to not like beef either, if I'm being honest.
Okay, but I think in Islam they try not they're prohibited eating anything related to pork because pigs are basically bottom feeders. They eat their own fecal or feces, something like
You
that.
think a fucking cow doesn't do that? Or a
Yeah,
fucking
but they
or a
heard that
lamb doesn't do
pigs
that.
are more prone to do that.
I'm not gonna lie. I think they took that from, I want to say, the Old Testament, where it's like, you can't eat pork. I think that used to be an Old Testament. I think that was an Old Testament command at one point, where like, you couldn't eat pork. So it's like, yeah, I don't think Muslims can eat pork, or yeah, no, it's definitely pork. Like,
Breaking Judge sends Enoch Burke back to prison implies children as young as 12 have a right to a transition to another gender. Are they fucking right in the head?
But what?
wait, hold on, say that one more time.
This judge, and Enoch Burke, a guy that basically would not back down to the trans cult, right? They locked the guy in prison. He spent over 442 days in jail after refusing to affirm transgender ideology and use the pronoun. Why did
They
it become a crime to fucking say to not put up the bullshit?
Wait, hold on. They locked the guy up for not affirming transgenderism.
Seems like it.
You can get locked up for that.
Yeah, I think California, last I remember, is the only state in the US
I think this is
that
in
would
UK. I think
enforce
this is
something
in
like that.
UK, guys.
Wait, this was in the UK?
Supposedly, yes. It wouldn't surprise me how liberal it is.
I've only heard something like this in California.
Nobody would talk about it. Shit like this doesn't get brought up in the UK, but it happens.
Well, okay then.
I mean, hey, man. I mean, at the end of the day, man.
But FEMA supposedly still not doing anything for these people, right?
I wonder if there is an alternative, like social media, a good alternative social media out
What
there.
about Rumble?
But wait, what about the project we're doing?
Oh yeah, right. Like
yeah.
Because it's like PHP Fox.
And also, remember what happened to Shadowminer and his home community when Hurricane Helene hit western North Carolina?
Oh yeah, you're definitely right about that.
Yeah, it's very hard to hide something like this now because so many people are outraged and talking about this.
That's true. That is true. That is true. So like, when will we get back on the
Well, Shadowminer has said he's close to finishing it, and once it's finished, they are going to wait until December before it is launched publicly. So there's plenty of time to get everything done and dusted.
Got you. Okay, got you. I understand. What were you gonna say, Risk?
Well, it might be moles, or literally, it might be moles, or fucking. It might affect breaking. X might be compromised. I got locked out of his profile for a news report about Hunter Biden that has been posted several times. This post was a year old. The election is just a few days away. I fear for all the hard-working conservatives that might lose their voice when it matters most. I might have been a test for things to come in November.
Wait, X is compromised?
Dom McClure. We all knew that, but let's be real here. They're gonna definitely try.
Dang, I'm gonna be honest. The day that I get locked out of Twitter or deleted, I'm gonna miss it.
I'm gonna miss it as well. But at least we know for a fact. At least we know the countries.
Because I'll be honest, I like Twitter. I do.
Ireland, Africans are making sport out of harassing elderly Irish people in public. They look like you've seen the old man's face. Isn't just confusion; it's complete astonishment because this behaviour is totally foreign to Ireland. Does anyone all have black fatigue? I'm tired of their violent and criminal behaviour. I'm tired of their complete lack of consideration for those around them. I'm tired of their ignorance and idleness. I'm tired of their jungle music. I'm seeing vulgarity to women. I'm tired of their greasy stench. And damn those that brought them here. It's something heard in every corner of the globe outside of Africa. It's a bit thingy, but low life. Why is this guy? Why is this third world culture effectively pissing off an old man, an old Irish pensioner?
I have no idea. These foreigners are coming in.
The guy is retired. The guy has fucking spent his entire life in this country, and then he freaking has to wake up one day and he gets this fucking illegal up his soup. Let the guy fucking die in peace before he passes out. Like, the guy already has regrets. He probably regrets fucking fighting in World War II. You know the state this country's in.
Man, I remember there was a time when illegals actually helped build this country.
They just try and hinder the elderly.
Exactly.
Country's
Now they're just
fucked.
now they're just sitting on their butts, being
The amount
lazy.
of people, the amount of money that we're spending, the UK people are spending on these cunts, right? I don't even want to think about the shit that America's spending on these people, right? I hope I hope Trump gets in. I hope they I hope they freaking litigate the fucking shit out of these people, these knobs.
Oh, they will.
I hope they fucking destroy them. And I hope they freaking destroy the freaking bureaucracy of that freaking state.
No,
I
they
hope they
certainly will.
destroy. I hope they sack a shitload of people. I hope they clean the house, and I hope they freaking save money. I hope they freaking cut and sack a bunch of people and freaking save money. I hope they cut the bureaucratic waste. There's so much bureaucratic waste in that government. The amount of money the Americans could save a year. I could save billions here alone. Cut the fucking climate aid. Fuck sending money to fucking UN and NATO. Tell Europe, I'm sorry, buddy, but fuck you. You're on your own. What? There are 100 Sharia courts in the UK. Why is there a single Sharia? So what else is that, or is that us done?
That's us.
Supposedly, Tommy has got his own freaking book coming out.
Oh, okay.
Even though he's got nothing to talk about. He's not special.
He's done all he can.
Yes. Hungary, Viktor Orban destroyed Ursula von der Leyen, who wants Hungary punished for employing 7,000 Russians. Germany, 300,000 Russians employed. Spain, 100,000 Russians employed. France, 60,000 Russians employed. Glorious. Guess that's us.
Cool.